Hello all sentient beings and welcome to the Transmissions Podcast, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers! On this episode of Transmissions, we are joined by Epyk as we think we know when Haslab's Unicron will be delivered. We see new images of Masterpiece Starscream version 2.0, and we check out the Quintesson Pit concept art. Today is Wednesday, October 14th, 2020, and this is episode 403, it's a lot of episodes, of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that's been debating each other virtually since 2013. I'm your host, Jeremy, a.k.a. Yakko, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team, the extraordinary Epyk.
Hello.
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hey, what's going on? Let's talk Transformers.
All right. As you can tell, this is a Charlesless show, so buckle up.
Oh, God. We are going to have a mess here.
Yeah. So Daryl and I have only been doing this since 2013, as I said. So, well, we'll start off the show with our Donatreons like we always do. So we want to thank everyone that supports us at transmissionspodcast.com/support. It really helps the show. It helps us pay for our hosting and just upgrades on equipment. Like when Daryl needs new headphones, we're going to have to probably shell out for that.
Yeah, those are coming, right?
We'll see. So thanks everyone for doing that. And then also thanks for supporting us on our merch store, our TeePublic store. You can go to transmissionspodcast.com/shop to buy some of our fun designs. Christmas is coming up soon. I don't know if in Canada you guys have Christmas early, like you have Thanksgiving early, but it's coming up soon.
Best Buy's.
It's Christmas every day of the year here.
Best Buy's first wave of Black Friday is happening like Tuesday with Amazon Prime Day or whatever.
Oh, geez.
How is it even special anymore? How is Black Friday even special when you?
Well, you know what? Maybe they're doing it for you Canadians.
We took it on, and now we have two Black Friday type things. Now it's more here. We have multiples, but if you guys start doing these Black Friday things and you just call them, it's not special if every Friday is Black Friday.
Don't even get me started, Daryl. It's an embarrassment.
So, and also we'd like to say if you'd like to help support K-Girl, who's an artist that's done a lot of stuff for us. She has a TeePublic store at teepublic.com/user/superstark. And then we want to remind you that Empire of Rust, episode 34, Home is Where the Herd Is, came out this last Monday, October 12th. So check that out. And without further ado, I guess we should get into toy news. And Daryl, I think we have a Unicron watch.
So we got an update to Unicron, and it looks like, I don't know if this is really an update for Unicron or not, but we got something coming out of Kapow Toys in the UK saying that they're expecting the Unicron to be shipping the end of January 2021, which for me kind of lines up with what we already knew, because they were telling us, and if Charles were here, he could corroborate this, but I was fairly certain that we already were expecting this thing in February of 2021, and last I checked, January and February were right next to each other. So by somebody saying it's expecting it at the end of January and it doesn't show up until like February, they're not really wrong. It's just saying, it got delayed because of pandemic. So we're not really lying, but I still think it's February. But
well, Epyk, you're a Unicron orderer, aren't you?
Sure am.
Yeah. So was that when you were expecting it from February?
I just was expecting it sometime next year. I didn't even really pay attention to when, because I just was like, well, that's not coming until next year sometime. So as I get updates, I'll slowly pay more attention to it. But yeah, I mean, to me, it makes no difference. I just expected it sometime next year. And then with all things, there's usually always delays or just stuff. So I just never really paid too much attention to estimated dates or anything, because I honestly just always feel like that really just, it doesn't matter. So
You better go in and update your shipping address.
Yes, I have a few things that I've pre-ordered, and I'm like scrounging all my emails and making sure that I double check and change my address for all the stuff I've pre-ordered, because, that would just be so devastating.
That would suck.
Especially Unicron. Oh my goodness. I might cry if I forgot to do that.
So if this thing is coming in January or late January, that's news. But that's still something. But here we are. It's the middle of October. There's still a few months. I fully expect an official update from Haslab at some point. And obviously, Epyk, you'll get that directly to you, and then we'll learn about it very soon after that as the people who officially get it put it online. So, so that's very cool. People who are getting it, that's awesome. Prepare your spaces.
It's the perfect time to be moving into a house.
Well, I mean, yeah, like Epyk's having to move to a whole new place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have your whole Unicron wing.
Yeah.
I do have a second topic, and this one deals with some images and a little bit more information that we got out this week. So basically, this past week was Masterpiece Starscream week here, and we got a lot of information about Masterpiece Starscream 2.0. I don't know why they're calling it 2.0, because it's really the third iteration, but whatever, let's go with it. They are showing off a lot of new pictures about this new Masterpiece Starscream mold and how it's very articulated. It's very G1 cartoon accurate. All the accessories it comes with, a lot of the articulation and how it transforms, and tons of information with regards to it. This is all color now. Previously we'd only gotten the black and white prototype shots. So this is a lot of information that we're getting out of this new series of posts. One thing that I did notice and did get pointed out to me is that I'm trying to find it here in the series of posts, but there was one post or one picture that made it out online where it did show that the figure had been broken at one point, or it did look like it had some kind of stress fracture on it. And these are in the promotional shots. Mm. So yeah, I know that there is some concern with regards to the new Masterpiece figures because of the plastic that they're using. I know that the new Hound figure has some concerns, as well as I believe Black Arachnia has some concerns, and the new Lio Kaiser has concerns as well. But this is all to do with the new either the new factory or the new plastic that they're using. But this is Starscream. This is a very popular character. He's going to command a very large audience. So take a look at these if you have any, interest in the character. The other thing that I wanted to just discuss is that it did go up for pre-order this week, and that pre-order price is hefty. We kind of expected that it was going to be a fairly higher price point than the previous iteration of Starscream, because it was like the one that I was able to attain through Charles when he was able to get it for me was $60 US, and I was pretty happy with that. And the previous version was I can't remember what the original one was, but it's a shit version of Starscream, but it was the first one. This one here, this is going to be $265 or $270, depending on where you get it from. Obviously, if you were ordering from Amazon Japan, that is going to be a much lower price because of the location in which they're getting their stock from. If you're ordering from a North American toy supplier, then it's likely going to be in the $260, $270 range. This is a big price point. Something that I wasn't expecting to be this high, knowing the amount of repaints they're going to do from this figure. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on Starscream and the price that they have put on it?
Well, I think the figure looks good. I like very animation accurate, very posable. I didn't think that it was going to have a Gerwalk mode like it's got, with the legs coming out under the plane mode.
Yeah.
It's not really something we see a lot with Transformers.
What did you call that mode?
Gerwalk.
Okay.
It's what the I think it's more of a Gundam term.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It's something I've always associated with like Skyfire.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it looks great. I like the little blast effects that they have. You can have it look like thrust is coming out of the jets at the back, and I don't know. It looks really great. It's just a $265. I don't think it looks that great. It is available at Hasbro Pulse. So, if you're in North America and you wanted to get it that way, that they have it for $265. I imagine if you're in Canada, you're going to want a different retailer because the shipping will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, like you said, with the number of repaints they're going to do from this, that's a hefty price to pay. I mean, I would wait until you get like a Thundercracker or a Skywarp, and hopefully the price goes down.
Now, Epyk, you've been known to buy a few Masterpiece figures in your day. Do you have a previous version of Starscream or a Seeker? And does this new version of Starscream, does it appeal to you?
No. No, I do not have a Masterpiece version of Starscream or anything. No, I won't be getting this. It's too expensive and stuff. And now I wouldn't be so much of a, I mean, okay, I get a lot of KOs, all right, third parties and KOs and all sorts of stuff. All right, I'm a bit of a cheapskate, okay, but I will say once that Siege line came out on Earthrise, I know it's nowhere near the same, but it satisfied that desire of having G1 styled figures. And now I know there's separate benefits of the Masterpiece and stuff. They're just nicer and everything, but like I get the representation for like the $20-$30, type thing versus $270. It's like I get the same satisfaction out of it. And so to me, the Masterpieces aren't as appealing. It has to be someone that I like really care about. So that's part of it too. Starscream, I don't know, feel like he's a little bit overrated, I guess. Mm-hmm. So it's just so much for a figure. Like I don't know. I mean, it looks really cool. Looking at all these pictures and stuff, it does look really nice and a really good representation of the G1 Starscream. But yeah, it's just too expensive, and I don't really care that much about him.
Okay. No, that's cool. Yeah, Starscream is one of those characters that is very appealing to a larger audience. So it's one of those things that is going to get a wide berth when it comes to a release. That it is going to be repainted a number of times, and I think we're going to see this mold reused for quite some time.
Right.
That being said, the price point on this thing, I can understand for a figure like a Hound or a figure like
someone that's a pretty unique mold.
Exactly, like a Mirage or something like that. Yeah. But Starscream is going to be, they're going to be able to pay for this mold over the course of a number of releases.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, not just even the other Seekers. You're going to do a clear Starscream. You're going to do...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All these different...
And that's the other thing. I'm not like against Masterpieces or don't think I'll ever get any again. It's just at this point, I would need it to be a character that I super care about and that I'm like really excited about. And Starscream's just not that.
Cool. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I had for this week, Jeremy. What do you got for us?
I have some concept art from the Quintesson Pit of Judgment set. King Christensen did the concept art for this, and he's released a couple images. We have one of Kranix and one of the Quintesson Prosecutor. So just wanted to share these. I think they look really good, and with these figures not being transforming figures, I think the ones we got actually were able to stick closely to this concept art. Except with Kranix, he's obviously not painted, really at all. I think this looks really cool. I love seeing the concept arts for some of the figures we get. So I didn't know if you guys had any any comments on this art.
Which line is this for? Like, what is this?
This is that Quintesson Pit of Judgment set that just came out. It's got the Quintesson, the Sharkticon.
Okay, yeah, I see the photo. Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, it looks really neat, and looking at these photos. Yeah, they actually got pretty close to what they drew up here. Like, it's actually...
particularly the prosecutor, I think, looks... with all the tentacles.
Yeah. Like, you can see a little bit of, like, the face coloring's a little different, whatnot. Whatever there. But, yeah, no, these artworks are really neat. And it's always fun to see the artwork and then to actually see the real thing, to see what they were able to do and how close they could get.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty neat. These designs are... they're good. Kranix, for one, has never ever gotten any attention since the '86 movie, and same with the prosecutor, I guess. And it's nice to get some updated designs for them. It's unfortunate that Kranix's figure for this set is so small, but it's an official Kranix, so it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, the character never transformed, so what are you going to do? You're not going to spend a lot of engineering time on it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's all I got this week. So, Epyk, what do you have?
Alrighty. All of our USA viewers, good news. We're finally seeing the My Little Pony and Transformers crossover My Little Prime, found at US retail. Okay. Previously, he was just hiding up in Canada at those Toys R Us's. But now we're starting to see him down here for $13, looks like. So go ahead, keep your eye out for him. Looks like, where did they find him? This was found at Think Geek in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So just keep an eye out if you're wanting to get him. He's super adorable. I would recommend it because he's cute. So if you want him, he exists.
Is Think Geek a national chain?
Think Geek was purchased by GameStop.
Oh,
yeah.
They're just using the Think Geek branding in GameStop, and it hurts me a little bit every time I see that.
But yeah, I know, Daryl, you've got one already, so you're like all set up there. You supplied me with mine, so I know that you love it. But Jeremy do you have one? Did you get supplied one?
No.
You gonna get one?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, there's one GameStop near me, and I'm not likely to go for this.
Okay. Well, just know they're out there if you really want one. But yeah, have you opened yours at all, Daryl?
No, I didn't. I think I agree with you when you showed yours off on trips to the store last time about it looks really good in the packaging.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes things lose their luster when I open them up. So I think like, I want to mess around with it and take it out. And then once I take it out, it's, I'm like, that was cool for 15 seconds. And now I wish I could kind of put it back in and have it sealed up again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I concur.
It's like a Funko Pop. You just leave it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all that I got on my end for today. So.
All right. Well, that's it for our toy news. So let's go to trips to the store. And Trips to the Store is a part of the show where we show off all the awesome Transformers stuff we got this week. We do this as a video on YouTube so you can see everything we got, but we also put the audio right here in the podcast. So keep listening as we describe our stuff in loving detail. And then pop over to our YouTube video later to actually see it in high definition. So without further ado, Trips to the Store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
So now let's start off with what we got, and we're going to start with you, Alex. So let's get you.
All right. The only Transformers thing that I got recently, I wanted to go back and get like a different one, but they were all sold out of the rest of the kits. But I was able to snag More Than Meets the Eye Megatron.
Awesome.
So now I get to wait a little bit until I knock the rust off my model building skills. So I can...
good. Whoever designed that thing is a genius.
No comment. I think the person that came up with the concept of this is a hack, totally overrated, bit of a jerk most of the time, especially to Charles.
The bluefin kits are really awesome.
I really do want to get that Flame Toys Stealth Bomber Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the price of it and I was like, oh, I'm going to be spending some big bucks soon. Because I'll buy that. I'll have to buy Star Saber and I have to find a Drift. Because Drift is based off of the Drift from the Drift miniseries I worked on, and Star Saber, some elements from More Than Meets the Eye. So
I mean, they should give those to you. They should just give you one, really.
I wouldn't complain if they did.
I concur.
I'd be very happy.
You should start a petition.
I should. Please give me a figure that you're basing off of my work.
Jeremy, start a petition.
I'll see if there's anything else I can.
For my next thing, I can show off. I am sticking within the Hasbro properties here and everything. I got an issue of Snake Eyes done by Rob Liefeld. Second printing. I missed out on the first because COVID. My comic book shop was only bringing in stuff that people order now. So I'm like, I couldn't do an impulse buy because it was on the fence.
It's almost like they're wanting to ensure that they make profit.
Yeah. I'm like, but my impulse buys, I'm a sucker for impulse buys, and I usually pick up like $50 worth of impulse comics when I walk in there. And they're like, sorry. I'm like, all right, no problem. I then picked up this. It's one of the artists that I like a lot.
Awesome.
Chris Botchko.
I was at a convention with him one year. I was sitting like 2 seats over from him. I do believe Larry Hama was between both of us, and I got to hear him tell off a telemarketer on the phone, and that was an amazing time. But I cannot repeat it here because you'll lose your PG rating.
We don't have a PG rating.
Well, I can't repeat it in case small children are watching this or anything. It'll just ruin. This was Larry Hama, and it was epic.
Amazing.
It was the greatest way to tell off a telemarketer ever. I wish I had thought of it, but I was blown away by how amazing this was. And he was on the phone with the guy for a good 5 minutes telling him off. It was great. I'm sure that telemarketer really wanted the sale because he kept with him, but it was fabulous. Another thing I picked up, I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with these.
I don't know it. Black Sad?
It's a great book. Everything, it's like a noir style story, but it's all set with animals, anthropomorphic animals. So you get stuff looks like this.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just great. Neat. It has a Disney style animation feel to it. I'm sure
like Zootopia, only noir.
Yeah, you can say that. But this came out before Zootopia, so I have some of them up over here. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, mostly books. My trip to the store right now. Toys are few and far between at the moment.
Right on.
Well, thanks. Epyk, what do you have this week?
Alrighty. I talked about this last time I was on the show and went to the store and happened to come across my little...
Oh, you found one.
Jada vehicles. Yep. But then, while also looking there, unrelated Transformers, but G.I. Joe vehicles, little mini guys of them, which is...
Nice.
Yep.
Are those like in scale with Hot Wheels?
No, they're like micro machines.
No, they're these little like nano guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That Bumblebee, is that a VW bug?
It sure is. It even goes ahead and says Volkswagen Beetle right next to it.
When did this come out?
After they had you change your comic.
I'm just out of curiosity, when was that coming out? So that I can know that they were still pumping out product that had that vehicle mode there.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I have a couple comics here. I have Transformers Back to the Future #1. This is the Wan Thamu cover. And then I also have Transformers My Little Pony #3. This Tony Fleek's cover.
Nice.
Haven't read that one yet, but we're reviewing the Back to the Future this week, and that was a fun book. And then I also got in this Deluxe Centurion drone, which I don't know if I'm taking him out of the box because I got this whole pack just to have a roller for my Rise Optimus Prime. And I am kind of the roller. Like it goes on through a 5mm port on the bottom, so it's not like he can really roll out because they have an opening, but it's on the inside, not the outside. So he'll stay in here real good. Well, as he falls, but he
rolls.
He won't do anything. Yeah, but also it came with this nice big ion blaster for
some
Optimus.
Mamma Jamma gun there.
Yeah, and then all this other stuff that Charles showed off, I think, last week. I'm not going to get into that because I'm afraid I'll lose the little tiny Optimus Prime. So that is what I got this week. Daryl, how about you?
Okay, well, I did get some comics this week. Pretty much the same as Jeremy. So this is the My Little Pony Transformers one. Same cover as Jeremy, Tony Fleeks. Then we've got Transformers Back to the Future. Same cover as Jeremy's. Who did this one?
Juan Samu.
Cool.
It's on the back if you look at
mine are in bags and boards. And then I got the cover B. This is the Philip Murphy. Pretty sure this is a connecting cover. I haven't seen the full image yet, but it seems to be a connecting cover, so I'm hoping it is. That's why I bought it. And then I did get the toy photo variant. So this is the RIB.
I don't love the toy photo variant.
No?
No. I just feel like that's lazy cover. There, I said it.
There's not a lot of drawing on it, I'll tell you. I bought it because it was, it's a comic book based on a toy, and that's the toy, so that's why I picked it up.
I could have drawn a cover for it, just saying.
You could have. Yeah, you could have.
No, they had to give one of the slots away to a toy photograph.
Picture.
And that's probably before they even revised the toy.
Probably.
They modified the toy a little bit.
Oh.
Sticking with comics, I got the 3rd volume of the manga, #3.
Oh.
So I haven't yet read any of them. At least I've got them, so I can go. The covers on these things are really gorgeous, though. Like, really nice looking work there. A little bit of Super Megatron there. Cool. Picked up this. This was sent to me from our good friend the Duggernaut, and this helps my my OCD, so I don't have to kind of keep thinking I have to look for this anymore. This is the Spy Patrol #3. Nice. And this, I very much appreciate Duggernaut for getting this for me, because I could not find this damn thing anywhere. So he located it for me and sent it on to me, and I'm very happy now. So I'll pull these guys out of there and put them with Soundwave, and everything will be right in the world. And one last thing that I got this week, just another G1 figure to add to the old G1 collection. Bugley.
Oh,
wow.
I love Bugley. Like one of my favorite Pretenders.
So there we go. 100% complete Bugley. He's a numbskull, this guy. He's all in there. But Bugley, what a weird looking thing. This is Transformers at its weirdest.
Laziest.
So, fully complete, not Daryl complete.
This is fully complete, yes. Let's open them up here.
It's one of those that has the belts that'll pop off if you sneeze on it.
Nope, that's quite difficult. Yeah, you take his belt off, and then you can open them up. And there he is inside. There's Bugley. This is the transforming aspect of him.
Huh.
I love that figure. He's great. I love all
that's
the
it, boys and girls. Pardon me?
I love all the Decepticon Pretenders.
Oh, they're nuts. Yeah. So you turn them into a robot there, and then I think it's this way.
Flip the legs up.
Yeah.
They all transform the same.
Yeah. I can't remember if it's this way, though. Might be this way. I don't know. But they're not difficult to transform, so...
Oh, clearly they are, by the way you're handling that thing.
I've actually not done it before.
And they're not exactly like in disguise when they're transformed.
Yes, so there. He has been transformed. He's got little wings that fold out of his arms. Look at that.
What is he?
I don't know.
Okay.
You haven't attached the weapons to his side.
Check.
Oh, right. Yes. I got to do that. To his side?
Yeah.
Oh, do his arms fold up? No, they don't fold up, do they?
They should fit into the legs. Like...
Find the ports.
I feel like we should make Daryl the only person on the screen as he suffers through this.
There's no spot on the legs.
Oh.
He can hold them.
That's how I do it. There you go. Yeah. Now I can pew forward.
He's whatever he is. He's that.
Okay.
What a guy.
I look forward to our feedback where Daryl is told that he's transforming.
Oh, I'm sure I did. I'm sure that I did. I'm just collecting the G1 figures, man, and this is another one I check off the list. I didn't expect to transform him here, but I did, and I did it wrong probably. So, yeah, Bugly.
I always thought the guns went on the side.
You're probably right.
Kind of like with bomb burst, but...
You're probably right, Alex. It's a fun little guy, and yeah. Oh, maybe they go in his chest here, because there's little ports in his chest. Those will hold it. Like that. Oh well. Anywho, Bugly. I have Bugly. And that's it. That's all I got this week.
Cool. Well, that will be it for Trips to the Store this week. Thanks everyone for watching or listening.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
All right, so that was Trips to the Store. And thank you again, Alex Milne, for popping in for Trips to the Store this week. So let's go on to convention news. This past weekend was New York Comic Con Metaverse, their online event. And Flame Toys had a couple special Transformer model kits, but one that got a lot of buzz was Bug Bite, which is a white version of Bumblebee from the Siege line, but this one is listed as Decepticon, but it looked really cool. Unfortunately, I believe the sales are now over. It was a model kit for about $37. I would head over.
Like it says pre-order. I don't know if it actually is, but
I don't know. I saw a tweet that said that it was ending, but I would go over to bluefинbrands.com and see if there's any available still. If not, I'm sure they'll show up on eBay. But this has all the accessories that Bumblebee had. But this guy's white with purple accents and the Decepticon logo. In other convention news, New York Toy Fair 2021 is planned to hold an actual in-person event May 1st through 4th at the Javits Center in New York City. This says that they canvassed their audience of retail buyers and toy sellers, and everyone said that, yes, they wanted an in-person trade show. So we'll see. I'm still kind of on the fence of anything happening in the first part of next year, but they're acting like they're going to be able to do it. So, fingers crossed. That will be it for convention news. And before we wrap up our show, we want to shout out our Masterpiece Donatrions, which right now is just John 4X11 Good. So thanks so much for supporting us at the Masterpiece level on Patreon. And if anyone else wants to join us at that level, just head over to transmissionspodcast.com/support. So Epyk, thanks again for joining us. What do you have besides moving? What do you have going on online?
Not much. I am trying to keep up my activity on social media while I am moving. If you want to check out my stuff, you can go to epyksuicide.com. That's EPYK suicide.com. And that's where you'll see what I'm up to. Hopefully soon I'll be a bit more active once I'm not packing up all of my toys and moving.
Cool. I gotta say, you're making me a Lions fan.
Heck yeah.
I don't like football whatsoever, but you tell me when the Lions are playing, and I wait for touchdowns.
This is my second season of doing it, and I just came up with the idea last because I love the Lions. You know what? I'm a loyal fan, and I just decided, you know what? Why not make it really worth watching the Lions for anyone else out there who just doesn't really care on the fence? I've been told I've converted a few people they like self-hate themselves for it because they just do not like the Lions, but they can't help but root for them to get a touchdown. It's just a fun little thing. And then I've had people who told me this year that they could not wait for football season. They couldn't wait, and they just been dying to have it happen. So here we are. It's football season, guys. So if you like football, go ahead and check in on Sundays on my profile. If the Lions are today was a bye, so there was no fun football posts, but Lions get a touchdown and we get a celebratory picture, and you can see the uncensored version over on my OnlyFans. That's how that works.
Very cool.
I'm so out of football right now. I don't understand. It's just not at the top of my list lately, but I am a fan of long-suffering teams myself, so I can relate.
Yep.
Well, that will be it for our show. So thanks again for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Transmissions. But just because this episode is over doesn't mean the Transformers fun has to stop. Join us and other Transformers fans on our Discord chat server by visiting transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. If you would like to learn more about how you could support the Transmissions Podcast, just visit transmissionspodcast.com/support. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you again next week.
He did not want to be around for my question to him. He's avoiding me.
No. He's scared.
He sensed it. He sensed that I was going to call him out on it because Daryl threw him under the bus.
He faked a family emergency.
He didn't want to be called out that I was going to be like, yo, when you list your Twitter things about comic reviews, how come you list all the creative teams for the other books, but you miss out the creative team for Transformers vs. the Terminator for the last 2 reviews on Twitter?
Did he?
You haven't tweeted out to any of the creators on the book.
Yeah, I would have made up a family emergency as well.
Like, what's up with that? Don't you want to suck up to the editors who are writing the book, who are in charge of IDW?
Yeah, the Twitter stuff is his responsibility.
So I think you need to play another Donatreon thing.
This one, we want to really thank our Patreon supporters and donators.
More work for me.
Do they pay you?
No. No, they don't.
Chump. You're a chump.
Don't you have a clip to play, Jeremy?
No.
You suck. I found you an awesome clip to play.
I forgot. I have this clip.
This one, we want to really thank our Patreon supporters and donators.
Best birthday present ever. I did clean up before I came on the show because I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should clean up some mess, even though you can't see mess down here. I was just like, you know what? The podcast deserves no mess. Unlike Daryl, who has boxes there, and I know that they're right behind him. I know it.
I think it's just wanting to give me more and more work.
She just wants to get on with the show.
You don't know what I want.
Don't you tell me what I want. You don't know me.
I'll tell you what I want.
What you really, really want?
I wanna.
If no one has anything better.
Wanna zig. Just don't forget to say that you're Jeremy, not Charles.
I think he's done that once.
I've done it like
I would
silly.
totally do it because I would just be reading and be like,
"You silly." That's a joke.
Yeah. And Daryl the Cybertronian Beast.
Are you eating your mic over there?
Beast.
Are you eating your mic over there?
No, I was trying to put a different set of headphones in because the ones I've been using make everyone sound really quiet.
So you chose to do it right as just do it right as I was introing you on the show.
That'll be just have the mic, this sound be his intro. His hello.
Now I know what Charles feels like. These guys just beat up. We just beat up on Charles all the time. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I only get to do this once a month, so.
Are you set with the headphones?
I guess. I don't know how to turn these things up.
Volume. You can do that in Discord.
You could try turning your computer volume up.
Yeah, or that.
I tried that already. The computer. I'm gonna go into. Keep talking. Go. Somebody say something.
Well, Daryl, I got lots of things to say, but I just won't. I'll just keep talking like this and say nothing at all.
All right, Jeremy.
Yes. Are you okay now?
I guess I'm better. I had to crank it up to 200% volume.
I did too, actually. When I jumped in here, y'all were really quiet, and it was driving me nuts. And then I had to go into Discord and just crank it up to 200. So maybe it's just a Discord problem.
Who knows?
Maybe.
I have like an external headphone splitter, and I just use that to control the volume I hear. So it might be at 200%. I just
plug into the bottom of the microphone.
All right. Well, let's continue. And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hey, what's going on? I had no idea you guys actually started.
Yeah, like we got all through intros and got to your intro, and then it was just...
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's talk Transformers. Am I waiting for the intro music happened. Or what? I didn't hear it. Oh, God.
And clear your headphones out.
Man.
Get some Q-tips. Clean your ears.
What is happening here?
Mike, we're sorry.
Oh, gosh. Okay, hold on a second.
It's a Haslab Unicron update.
I have it. Did you play the Unicron music, or did you play the transition music?
I have done both.
You've done both already? How am I not hearing this stuff?
Here.
The fuck? Oh my goodness. All right. So